I am here to discuss the so-called flying saucers.
He is the only military man to work on 3 major UFO investigations, including one based here in Las Vegas.
Unidentified aerial phenomenon. If it's unidentified, you don't know what it is.
The International Space Station is a marvel of human engineering and ingenuity, orbiting high above the Earth and serving as a symbol of humanity's progress and potential. But beneath the shining exterior lies a dark mystery, a controversy that has been shrouded in secrecy for years. Despite the best efforts of NASA and other authorities, reports have emerged of an unidentified flying object visiting the station. What are these strange objects and what is their purpose? Is something ominous about to happen? And why have the authorities been covering up their existence? Today, we delve deep into the latest shocking discovery from NASA as they report detecting something massive that has docked on the International Space Station. The truth is out there, and we're going to uncover it. The International Space Station, an immense spacecraft that orbits the Earth, is not only a home for astronauts and cosmonauts, but also a unique science laboratory. Built and operated by a consortium of nations, the space station boasts components that were assembled in space by intrepid astronauts. Traveling at an incredible speed of 17,500 miles per hour and orbiting the Earth every 90 minutes at an altitude of 250 miles, the space station is at the forefront of scientific exploration. Thanks to the research conducted on board, NASA is constantly learning more about how humans can live and work in space, which will ultimately allow us to venture further than ever before. With a volume equal to 2 large Boeings or a 5-bedroom house, the space station can comfortably accommodate 6 crew members as well as visitors. Weighing nearly 1 million pounds on Earth, the space station covers an area equivalent to a football field, including the end zones as measured from the edges of its solar arrays. The station also contains laboratory modules from the United States, Russia, Japan, and Europe, as well as nodes that connect different parts of the station. In addition to the laboratories, the space station boasts a multitude of components that astronauts rely on to conduct their scientific research. From Russian modules that provided the basic systems to run the station and living quarters for crew members, to solar arrays that collect solar energy and regulate the temperature of the station, the International Space Station truly represents the pinnacle of human achievement in space exploration. Beyond the International Space Station's walls, there are robotic arms that have been instrumental in the construction of the colossal structure. These arms are also responsible for helping astronauts maneuver when they venture outside on spacewalks or perform experiments in the void of space. Airlocks provide the access point for spacewalks, while docking ports serve as the entryway for human visitors and other spacecraft. However, these ports have recently become the subject of suspicion and intrigue, as mysterious objects have been spotted docking with the ISS. But there's another element of the space station that has caught the public's attention: the cameras. With 4 high-definition video cameras, collectively known as the Columbus Eye, enthusiasts can track the happenings around the ISS from the comfort of their homes. Launched as part of the CR3 mission in April 2014, these cameras provide a stunning view of the Earth and have become a fan favourite on the University of Bonn's live streaming website. One camera points forward, while 2 look back at the wake, and 1 is directed towards the nadir. All 4 cameras are linked to the space station's computer via an Ethernet cable, transmitting their images back to Earth. It's fascinating that the cameras on the International Space Station have more than one function. Along with transmitting footage of space back to Earth, NASA also uses them to test the camera's durability in harsh cosmic conditions. By observing how the cameras handle the harsh environment, NASA can determine which cameras are best suited for future missions. However, there have been accusations that NASA turns off these cameras during live streaming to hide something from the public. As a space agency, NASA is in a prime position to spot unusual objects in space, but some people believe they only show us what they want us to see. The controversy heated up recently when a bright object was seen in a live stream, seemingly entering the Earth's atmosphere before the feed was mysteriously cut. This has only fueled more interest in the topic, as people want to know what secrets NASA might be hiding from them. The attempt to conceal information only makes the public more curious, and the subject of UFOs remains one of the most controversial and captivating topics. Now, have you heard about the latest UFO sightings on NASA's live stream from the International Space Station? A man who goes by the name of Jeff, also known as the UFO Hunter, claimed to have seen 10 unknown objects hovering around the ISS while watching the live stream. He quickly took a screenshot of the visual and shared it with a full-time Earth watchman named Michael, who tracks changes that occur on and near Earth to find hidden explanations for various phenomena. The screenshot has since gone viral, amassing hundreds of thousands of views. This incident has striking similarities to the legendary Mantell incident that shaped the UFO discussion for a long time and suggests an official cover-up. It's no wonder why the public remains curious about what NASA may be hiding from us. On March 28, 2013, during a spacewalk outside the ISS, astronaut Chris Cassidy was working on the exterior of the station when he reported seeing an object in the distance. "Hey, we've got something floating out there," he said. "It looks like a piece of debris, a white object, cylindrical in shape, which is tumbling end over end as it passes by the ISS." The object was seen in the background of the live video feed from the ISS, and many people speculated that it could be a UFO. Conspiracy theories and speculation abounded, with some people suggesting that the object could be evidence of extraterrestrial life. However, NASA quickly identified the object as a piece of space debris, likely a piece of insulation from the ISS or a discarded piece of equipment from a previous space mission. The agency noted that the space debris is a common occurrence in orbit and poses a potential hazard to the ISS and other spacecraft. But was it really just debris? Perhaps we will never know the truth. Another incident occurred in November 2015 when a video appeared to show a UFO flying near the ISS. The video quickly went viral, showing a bright object moving in the distance as the ISS orbited the Earth. Many people were convinced that the object was a UFO, and there were many theories about what it could be. Some suggested that it was evidence of advanced alien technology, while others speculated that it could be a secret government project. However, NASA again quickly put an end to the speculation, stating that the object was likely a lens flare or reflection from the ISS window. The agency explained that lens flares and reflections are common in space photography and often appear as bright objects or streaks of light. Despite the explanation, the incident sparked renewed interest in the search for extraterrestrial life and the possibility of alien encounters. It also highlighted the challenges of interpreting photographic and video evidence in the search for UFOs and other unexplained phenomena. Let's take a trip back in time to the legendary Mantell incident. This was a time when cover-ups were a lot easier to pull off, since the flow of information was much easier to control. Back in 1948, Air Force Captain Thomas F. Mantell was no ordinary pilot, having flown for over 2,867 hours. The incident began with calls about a UFO coming into Godman Air Force Base in Kentucky from nearby Fort Knox. Sergeant Quinton Blackwell, the chief operator of the Godman Control Tower, spotted the object, describing it as an ice cream cone with a red top. He alerted Captain Gary Carter, who called in Colonel Guy Hicks. 4 F-51D fighter jets, including Mantell's, were sent to investigate the object. 2 of the planes had to abandon the chase due to low oxygen levels, but Mantell persisted. About an hour later, Mantell reported that he was trying to get a better look at a massive metallic object moving at an incredible speed above him. Unfortunately, his messages became garbled and he and the UFO disappeared. This incident, like many others, bears all the hallmarks of an official cover-up, and any further information that Mantell could have provided is now lost forever. There have been several attempts to explain the Mantell incident, but none of them seem to be a satisfactory explanation for what actually happened. Despite claims that the object Mantell saw was the planet Venus, this explanation seems unlikely given the circumstances. Additionally, the idea that the object was a weather balloon also falls short, as it seems too small to be what Mantell described. As an experienced pilot, he would surely be able to tell the difference between a planet, a balloon, and something else entirely. One theory suggested that the object was a sundog, a type of optical illusion caused by sunlight reflecting off ice crystals in the sky. However, this explanation doesn't hold up because the object was seen from different directions, and sundogs require specific positioning of the viewer, ice, and sun. Despite the lack of clear explanation, the Mantell incident drew enough attention to prompt authorities to establish Project Blue Book in 1952. Its purpose was to explain away as many UFO reports as possible, and it was created to avoid public panic over the possibility of a national security threat. However, despite its efforts, well-documented encounters involving multiple observers, radar data, and physical effects on aeroplanes made it difficult to dismiss UFOs as trivial or pseudo-scientific. Major General John Sanford, the Air Force Director of Intelligence, announced that most reports had been explained, but a certain percentage remained unexplained. This admission indicates that even if Project Blue Book didn't definitely prove the existence of extraterrestrial life, it did accomplish something by raising public awareness of UFOs. It looks like the truth about UFOs is no longer just for sci-fi enthusiasts and conspiracy theorists. Believe it or not, NASA has gathered a group of experts to study what they are calling unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs. This 16-member panel will investigate unclassified sightings and information from civilian, government, and commercial sectors. With a mix of physicists and astrobiologists, they will spend 9 months developing a strategy for organising and analysing UAP data. NASA's investigation is separate from the Pentagon's inquiry, which focuses on UAPs reported by military aviators and scrutinised by US defence and intelligence officials. You can weigh in on the discussion about UFOs in the comments section below. Something tells me the truth is out there, and we're finally getting closer to finding it.